Hey guys, what's up? This is the fourth episode for our upgrade series, and this is the exciting part. Yes, this is the drivetrain part of the upgrade. So, a little backstory: the original plan for the GT upgrade is to upgrade just the drivetrain. I have a stock Deore XT rear derailleur, and I always wanted to have a whole group set on this bike. Fast forward 8 years later, here we are, stock parts all used up, and it is ready for that upgrade. The upgrade, we're going for the Shimano Deore XT M8100. So I bought this set through a carefully inspected Lazada seller. And specifically, this Deore XT M8100 version is the 2x version. So I opted for the 2x version because recently my interests are long rides and bikepacking. So having lots of gear options are needed for such rides because you need gear options for flat roads, you need gear options if you have heavy loads or you have uphills, or if you're really tired on that long ride. So let's take a look at what is included in the Deore XT M8100 drivetrain group set. This is a 2x12 speed gear setup. First up is the cogs. This beauty has a 10 teeth smallest cog and has a 45 teeth biggest cog for that grueling climb. Model is CS M8100-12. The 1x version has a 10x51 teeth cassette. Of course, it features the Shimano Hyperglide Plus technology for smooth shifting, and of course, the microspline technology. That is why it can accommodate 10 teeth smallest cog even on a 12-speed setup. Next is the rear derailleur. Model is RD-M8120 SGS, which also has the Hyperglide Plus technology by Shimano. Has 13 teeth pulleys to increase efficiency and chain management. Silent drivetrain even in low gear, thanks to the decreased tension and added bumper on pulley cage. Then we have the shifters. We have the right shifters, then we also have the left shifter, which has one lever. This is called the Rapid Fire Plus Mono. Two-way release. Model is SL-M8100L. Has a 20% lever access versus the previous SL-M8000L. The right shifter, SL-M8100R, has Rapid Fire Plus once again. Two-way release. Has minus 35% shifting operation force from previous model M8000 and 20% quicker main lever access. Next is the bottom bracket with the spacers, of course. Model is BBMT800 threaded bottom bracket Hollowtech 2. Has quality sealed bearings. This model also is offered in press fit option. Then the front derailleur, since this is a 2x setup. Model is FD-M8100-M. This is a side swing clamp man mount since my GT has no E-type or direct mount for the FD. So if you're upgrading, check your frame. If it uses a E-type mount, direct frame, or if it has no mountings, most likely you will use a clamp man mount if you'll be having a front derailleur in your next setup. And then the crankset. This is FC-M8100-2 for the crank and chain wheel, and FC-M8150 for the other crank arm. This is for a 2x12 speed setup, 172mm Q factor. Q factor is the distance between two crank arms. Crank length for this model is 160 to 175mm in increments of 5mm. What I got here is 170 millimeters. And lastly, we have the chain, model CN M8100 12 speed. I'll be using this as a backup chain and will be installing a 12 speed KMC chain instead. And to wrap it up, we have the Shimano Deore XT M8100 brake set. Shout out to Sir Edwin of Father and Son Tandem for these bad boys. So we have the Shimano XT brakes. These were separately bought from the drivetrain set. Now to unbox these. Obviously, XT and higher comes in a graphite-like design box. We have a manual with the QR codes, and current Shimano manuals are simpler than the old models. Then we have the brake calipers with brake hose. This is a dual piston model with G03A brake pads, which are resin. Here are the piston locks and screws included. The Shimano XT brake lever, which is so nice. The other box, which is the rear brakes, you have the same contents but with a longer hose. On XT boxes, you have the specifications at the back, the lever and caliper models, the pad that is installed, and other pad options that are compatible. So that's the status of our upgrade for now. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Once again, stay safe and stay strong.